I was about, I don't know, maybe I was 21. I was living in a little apartment in Silver Lake with my dad, and I was reading the LA Free Press, and Notes from a Dirty Old Man was in there, and I just thought, this is remarkable. This guy's the writer of the century, and he's being published in this kind of street rag, which seemed kind of poetic and perfect for him to be there. And of course, you felt much more like you had discovered him as well, and that he wasn't being brought to you, but you had to dig and find him. You know, my dad spent a lot of time in the bars, so I was drawn to places like that, dark places. My dad drank in the afternoon in really dark bars, and so I guess that's how it began. And of course, it's much more than that. But the place that I hooked into him was the fact that he was seemed to be a writer of the common people and street people, and looking in the corners of the dark corners where no one seems to want to go, and certainly not write about. And so, yeah, he seemed like he was the writer for the dispossessed and the people who didn't have a voice. I guess I started reading Jack Kerouac when I was still in high school. And so I guess that's over 10 years ago. And from what I know of Kerouac, during the 50s, was an established literary community in the States. It consisted of a very almost snobbish sort of attitude towards writing, and it was kind of tight-ass. Kerouac, I guess, was responsible for being referred to as at the vanguard of a group of literary misfits who broke off and started their own little group of incorrigible, irresponsible writers. And in fact, Truman Capote even at one point referred to Kerouac as a typist. I guess time will tell whether Kerouac will survive as he does in my eyes, being a very important contemporary American writer. He's kind of a cross between Andy Granatelli and Dostoevsky. I went up to Napa for what we call a musical summit. You'll never know just how much I care. We talked about the fact that he wanted most of the music written before he started shooting.
I would like to present to you Mr. Tom Waits.
Tom Waits, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Tom Waits. Sitting next to Mr. Waits is Mr. Bones Howe. And we have Mr. Richard Beggs.
Way to start is, well, the picture and the music, I think, are going to trade off.
Yeah.
Like Francis said, sometimes the music is going to lead, and other times we're going to get a piece of music and picture together. It just isn't going to work.
Then you call it a son of a bitch, and you beat it up, and you find out how strong it is and if it wants to stay. You have to stand back and dump on your own children, and find out if they're strong enough to want to fight back and stick around. So that'll happen with scenes and music as well.
When you're working with these musicians that you hire to play on your records, do you have any strange suggestions for them?
Well, I wouldn't call it strange, no, but I try to tell them if they're going to be in the car for any more than 2 hours, don't listen to any music, you know, because it's early in the morning and you've got to drive up here and record at about 10 a.m. And I tell them, you know, if it's at all possible, turn the radio off and don't play any music, because I like to start fresh and clean. And that's really the only real thing that I'm adamant about.
Really starting fresh and clean, you would just play with people that had never played or heard music.
Never, yeah, people that, yeah. Well, it's you know, it's just one of those things. It's like nice to know that whatever you're doing is the first thing that happened that day. I mean, musically, the first thing that happened. So.
Right. Some days you get up and you work with the emus.
Yeah.
And other days you get up and you work with musicians.
Exactly. Yeah. Very similar. You know, I've always imagined that people who have arrived at a certain level of celebrity must become like politicians, that all of the people that got you to where you are will want you to be nice to them, or they'll cut the string and you'll come crashing down like a puppet. You know, so, you know, when you become president and then you realize that everyone in business who got you there, and you have to kiss everybody's ass.
Yeah, he was late. Like.
Yeah, so you know, I always imagined that this is the same in entertainment, and there are people who are very, very famous and very powerful in show business, and I always thought that was what it was like. So I think I'm kind of a, you know,
far from this.
Yeah.
But do you think you still keep your freedom?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Do anything I want.